So I have a lot of work to do, and I don't know if I have time to do a ride today, so I'm just gonna go for a run and go to the gym and try to make the most of a relatively short period of time. So I figured I might as well make a little video about that. So I started out doing a little bit of warm up on the bike path, and then I came over here and I just finished doing some drills. I think it's really important, anytime that you're doing something that you don't do a lot in training, or if you're doing anything intense, that you get a really thorough warm up. And with running especially, it's a little bit more stressful on your body than cycling. So it's really important to get a good warm up, maybe do some drills to increase muscle activation, and make sure that you're ready to do a hard workout if you're trying to do a hard workout, whether that's hill repeats or intervals on the track. There's a lot of drills that I enjoy doing. I try to do them at least on half the runs that I do, either after a warm up or at the end of the run. Doing a handful of drills can help improve your form and reduce your chance of injury in the long run. That's a common feature that you'll see in a lot of endurance runners. They'll do a lot of time with easy running, very thorough warm-ups, and a lot of drills, and very little of their time is actually spent doing very high intensity workouts. I really appreciate just trying to get the most out of a short period of time. So I usually try to get a very thorough warm up, and then as I feel progressively better, I'll ease into doing some tempo or threshold running, or maybe I'll do some VO2 max intervals on the track. I think within 40-50 minutes you can get a great workout in running that might take longer to do on the bike. Obviously you don't get as much endurance in, maybe because you're not doing as much volume, but I think the cardiovascular benefits that you can get and a lot of the strength that you get from doing shorter, more intense workouts is something that you can really see and feel. I think over the years running has been a great help to my cycling, and I would say that it's one of the best couple of ways that you could cross train if you're a cyclist and you want to do well at cycling, but maybe you can't always ride as much as you would want, or maybe you're traveling and you don't maybe have a bike with you. So now that I feel pretty good about my warm-up and a few drills that I just did, I'm just going to do a handful of sprints up these stairs. It's really great for building power. It's really similar to the ways in which you activate muscles while you're cycling, because the angles are similar. Aside from just doing general endurance running and doing some drills and doing uphill running efforts, whether they're short sprints or longer tempo or threshold type efforts, those are all awesome. As you get more into it and you have really good strength and good muscular endurance and good form from kind of slowly building up, some of my favorite workouts are on the track, and it's nice because they're really controlled and you can really get a lot out of your time. Probably my favorite workout throughout all of my running years was doing 800-meter repeats, which is just 2 laps of the track, and it's an awesome aerobic capacity type workout. And if you do 5 or 6 or 7 of them, as you get fit enough to do that, it's also really great for muscular endurance and tolerance to maintaining a high pace for long periods of time. Like if you're trying to do 5Ks or 10Ks, that type of workout is awesome. So I was gonna do a little bit of that right now just to finish off my little running session today. Oh man, last one. Oh boy, that was fun. So again, I definitely remind you about the obvious, feature of running is that it's relatively stressful. It's hard on your joints a lot more than cycling because there's a lot of impact involved. So you should definitely, slowly build up your running aerobic fitness and strength, and always make sure that you're doing things with good form and you're not getting sloppy, because that's where, if you run too much too fast, if you run too hard too early, anytime your form is starting to suffer and you're kind of wobbling all over the place because you're just getting tired, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to slow your progress. Just make sure you don't get hurt running. That's the worst thing that can happen under any training circumstance, you know, it doesn't matter how good your training is if it gets interrupted by a major injury or because you get sick from just, you know, going at it too hard for too long and not getting enough recovery. So, you know, just keep that stuff in mind. Today, I think I did 6 by 400 meters, and you know, that was pretty hard for me. Like, not quite as fast as I used to be, but like, it's still an awesome workout. And just doing 400 meter repeats, I can often get my heart rate, you know, as high or higher than I pretty much ever do cycling. So for me, like, that's one of the biggest assets that running has, is that you're standing upright, so you have more blood pressure that you have to generate, and you're using more total muscle mass in your body, so your total metabolic rate, I think, is maybe marginally higher, but for sure you can get your heart rate higher for longer running than you can cycling. So if you're trying to be a good time trialist, if you're trying to increase your aerobic capacity and your tolerance to the distress of, you know, riding at a very high heart rate for a very long period of time, I think running is one of the best ways to do that, because you can do that more easily running than you can cycling. In the interest of keeping these videos relatively short, I'm just going to cut off this video with the running part of that workout, and then I'll soon post a video about strength training and show what I did for the strength part of that workout at the gym. But I just wanted to leave with a few basic comments about strength training and running. You know, whenever you're getting into a new sporting activity, set your expectations low to start with and just slowly build up, just like you would with anything. If you're a cyclist and you're very fit, you know, running might not be that hard aerobically, but if you went out for, you know, a hard 10K run, you might feel fine for a while, but then by the end of it, in the next couple of days, you'll probably be really sore. So you definitely want to, you know, transition into it with reasonable expectations and just build up as your body becomes progressively more able to tolerate that kind of training. Always listen to your body and slowly build up so that you are always doing something that is, you know, challenging enough that you'll get better, but not so challenging that you're drastically increasing your risk of injury. I'll put out some more detailed thoughts on how to progress from, you know, just getting into running into relying on it for more challenging workouts and for actual, you know, fitness improvement. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I really hope that this video was, you know, kind of fun to watch and interesting, and maybe give you some ideas to think about that could be useful for your own training. Definitely, you know, feel free to like this video and subscribe if you want to see the next time I put out something that, you know, you might find interesting. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh boy, that was fun.